Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic, Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by
Welcome back inside the Dauphin Center here for the Maritime Major Female Hockey League Showcase action here as the Western Wolves taking on the Western Flames. Two teams maybe looking for a bit of change of fortunes, but we're underway and a chance to rewrite the script here as that one's won back. Fired right back in as the Wolves will get that one in deep. Working that one in, going back to collect that one. Little pass up. That one's going to be stopped up now by Kimball, and we'll fire that one in. Going back to pick it up, Maria McPherson. Little pass up there. That one comes up to the line and out, and Dingle will fire that one back in. Collected now, a stretch pass here. Got a stick on that one and pops right on the inside hinge of the door. And a stoppage here, and we're underway. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Dauphin Center. St. Mary's campus, a beautiful rink here, host of the Showcase Series here. Some meaningful hockey being played. Both these teams look to log 2 points in the standings. The Western Flames have started the season 1-3, so they got 2 points to their name. And meanwhile, the Wolves looking to punch their first win on the ticket of the season as that one is swung right back around as Alexa Aiken plays that one off. That one's collected, chipped up. Just out takes a shot there, and Aiken will steer that one aside with the blocker. Battle for it down low, comes into the middle. That one's going to be collected. Here comes Webster, skating that one up. Webster takes it in over the line. Trying to cut to the outside there, and that one gets swatted away, and that will result in a stoppage as the net comes off its moorings. And a face-off will come out to the left here of Austin Yeomans. That one's won back here by the Wolves. Collected now, plays it across, walks in, takes a shot there. Up top, takes a shot, redirected, and that one's going to be steered aside. Picked up here by the Flames. They'll work that one up over the blue line. Now center, and they'll work that one in deep. That one's collected now, back the other way. Here come the Wolves, sending that one in deep. Back in behind the net. Mills loses the battle there. That one comes up to the line, takes a shot, and that one lands right on the twig there, and that one will come back the other way. Picked up. Summers will fire that one back around. Aiken plays it in from behind the net. Picked up and sent down the distance, and that'll go all the way down. A foot race for it, and the Wolves will beat that one out. Kaylee McNeil throws that one up to the point. That one's going to be blocked on the way through. And that's picked up now. Back the other way. Here comes Polchis. Tries to take it in over the line. That one chipped up and held him by the glass. Neal engages in a battle there. McPherson Plays it across. That one's picked up and fired in, but not all the way in, as that one's going to be steered up. Here comes Kate Cook. Cook takes that one in over the line, passed ahead. Here's Polchis, takes a shot there, steered aside by Aiken with a shoulder stop. McGuigan takes it back in below. Picked up Mills, tries to work that one ahead. That one's up, picked up now, walks in, shoots, and Aiken, a point-blank stop. Keeps this scoreless. Here's Lawrence. Up for Kimbald. Battle for it now in the corner. Picked up by McGuigan, taken away. Works that one down, spinning and shooting. That one hits the body in front, spins and shoots, and that one will come free. And up off the boards for the Wolves as Kinley Duncan will send that one down the distance, but that'll be enough for an icing. As that one comes all the way back, so they'll be stuck out on the ice, a line that was hemmed in their zone for a few moments. But a chance for them to catch a breather and regroup. Takes a shot. That one's off the leg there. As Govan tried to sift that one through. Little backhand away all the way down the ice, and that one will be played off here by Yeomans. Sends that one back around the boards. Collected here by the Flames. Chips that one off Summers. Misses the mark there. It's picked up here by Pino. Takes it away as that one gets chipped up here. Gauvin. Plays it back now, a collision. That'll draw a penalty, so the Flames will touch up and the Wolves will go to the power play on an interference call. So the Wolves get the first advantage of the game. As Claire Boursier heads off. And coming into this one, the Wolves with one of their 3 goals on the season, a power play marker. And a chance to strike first. Sends that one down low. It's collected. Trying to center it out in front. No one there for it. And that one just misses the tape out in front. Here's Gamble. Sending that one down low. That one's up top. Takes a shot there, and that one's taken away. Back the other way now, and that one's going to be sent all the way back. Here's Gamble. Gamble plays that one ahead here for Blackyer. Works it down low, and that one's going to be sent off the boards down the distance. Aiken plays that one off. Here's Gamble. Plays it up for Blackyer. Plays that one across. Drops it back, works it in over the line. They've got control here, takes it. Picked up along the wing. Little backhand across, winds up, takes a shot there, steered aside, and handcuffed the netminder there, but that one comes right back. Up top, here's McPherson, and that one gets picked up and sent down. As McGuigan backhands that one up, and that one's up off the boards, and the Flames will get it right back. Chipping that one off the glass, taking precious seconds off of that power play. Here's McPherson. Picked up, walks in, shoots, and that one hits a body and goes wide. Spinning, looking for an option in front, and gets boxed out by the defender and the net there as that one gets sent up off the boards all the way down. Here's McPherson. We'll play that one across. Here's McNeil over the line, and that one will be ruled offside with 6 seconds to go on the power play. And a face-off just outside the line. Pino gets that one. That one's going to be flipped up all the way down. He'll give that one chase. Back in here behind the net. Pino sends that one up. Shaylin Waterhouse plays that one to the neutral zone, and that one comes right back and gets sent right back in. Sends it up. Polchis tries to move that one ahead. Held in here by the Wolves, keeping them under siege after that power play. Walks in, takes a shot, sends that one wide. Webster sends that one down low, out in front, in the slot here, just couldn't get it on the forehand. Black here from top. Sends that one down into the corner. Collected now, here comes Nelson. Lily Nelson firing that one up and out of play into the bench. That'll cause play to stop here. With just under 13 minutes to go here in period number 1 from the Dauphin Center. Maritime Major Female Hockey League action underway here, showcase this weekend. Lots of hockey to go around. Got all the action for you here at High Button Sports as that one comes up. Black here couldn't hold the line. That one comes right back. Sends that one down. Maggie Gamble tries to move that one ahead. Comes back here. Addison Summers picks that one up. That one hits a body and goes wide. Black here now. One's fired off the boards. That one comes right back. Can reload in the zone. Gamble sends that one up, and that one's up off the boards. Collecting now. Here come the Flames looking to mount a push of their own, but fires that one right onto the paddle of Aiken. And she'll just calmly cover that one up and stop any forward momentum there for the Flames. Borsier couldn't hold the zone as that one comes up to the line. Still not out, and on the second chance it finally does. Back the other way now. Here come the Flames, and that one getting stifled in the middle. Sending that one down. Here's McGuigan. Passes up. Gets the tape on that one, and that one's flipped all the way down. Trying to center that one. That one comes free. Takes a shot there as McPherson tried to sift one through traffic. No one there. Here's McPherson. Tried to get a backhand through Dooland. Sends that one up the wall. Picked up, trying to get a shot off there, and that one still stays in. A collision there, no call, and that'll allow the Wolves to send that one back in deep. Chance to regroup. Sends that one back around. That one's collected now. Borsier looking to move it ahead. Little backhand works it down low. Trying to send that one free. That one sent all the way back in. From along the hashes, back up top. Played it across for Stevenson, who finds her target down low. One's picked up, and here's Nelson. Lily Nelson off the boards. Maddie Richards stops the advance and fires it right back herself. Comes free. Black here couldn't hold the line as that one's fired up off the boards. And comes all the way down as we're past the midway mark of period number 1. Sending that one back in. Picked up and sent up ice now, Mills. Collected, sent right back down by Degg. And only blown down here for the offside. So we'll resume just outside the zone. And a good start here for the Wolves. Just a start that they're looking for here at the showcase. A bundle of games. And a chance to really work their way back up the standings. Still looking along their first win of the season. But a great start here. Applying some pressure. It might not show in the shot column. But certainly some grade A chances going their way. That one's going to be sent right back around. Picked up, sent all the way back. Stevenson. Got that pass from Chase on there. She's going to head for a change. Flames coming up ice in transition with speed. Cuts to the outside. She cuts in. She's free. Centering pass in front. No one there for it. Takes a shot in front there and found its way through. But Clara Smith couldn't get a stick on that one. Off the boards, picked up. Govan takes a shot there and flutters right over the net. Aiken got a piece of that one. Arm in the air, and that'll be a hooking call. And Black here will be heading off. And the Wolves will have to kill one off. Penalty kill clicking at 70.8%. Just behind the Flames in that regard as that one's back up. Takes a shot there, sends that one wide. Tries to send it out in front, no one there for it. Fires that one up off the boards all the way down. It's collected by Daggle. Polcheese. Works it through center. Now up over the blue line. Polcheese cuts wide. Here's Polcheese. Takes it in behind the net. Looking dangerous. Back up top. Plays it back for Polcheese. Polcheese top of the circle. Takes a shot there. That one's going to be blocked, and that one comes free. And loose and chipped up off the boards. Down the ice. That'll be collected here by Daggle. Passes that up. Here's Cook. Cook gives that back into the middle. Here's Daggle. Couldn't pull the trigger. Back up top and takes a shot there. And that one's going to be steered aside. Daggle winds up. Fakes. Gives that one off to the wing. Back to Daggle. Winds up. Shoots and knocking the stick out of the defender's hands. And Daggle couldn't hold the line. So that one comes right back out. Borsier turns that one over. That one shot right back in. Just around 20 seconds to go on that kill. Picked up, works it back across the line. Here's Johnstone. Works it out in front, an opportunity. No one able to get a stick on that one. That one's back up top. Passes that one ahead. Johnstone loses the battle there. Just around 6 minutes to go in period number one. Both teams hit the ground running, looking to make up some ground in the standings early on in the season. And both teams 0 for 1 on the power play today. Sends that one down low. That one's picked up here by the Wolves, looking to center out in front. Leaning into one. Takes a shot there. Fanning on it. Comes free out. Up over the line. Comes right back in here. Here's Daigle. Skating ahead with it. Cuts into the middle. It's onside as Daigle has it. She'll curl back. Didn't have a look that she liked, so she'll play that one across here for Smith. It's taken away. An opportunity, and skating right over that one as Caden Thomas had free rein right to the net, just couldn't handle that one on the last stride. Takes a shot there, and that one's redirected as that one's going to be steered aside. Takes a shot, redirected in front, and no one there for it. But that one's steered aside by Yeomans. Flips it up off the board, sends it down low. Pino sends it back in, back around. Duncan turns that one over. That one's going to be collected now. Here's Summers. Gives it up, takes a shot there, hits a body, doesn't quite find its way through. And one comes free now, cuts to the outside. Pass across, here's Black here. Sends it in, and that one's going to be steered aside. Fires it up off the glass, out of play. That one's going to come right back. Campbell sends that one ahead. There's Kimball. Turns that one over. Back the other way now. Cuts to the outside. That one hits a skate, goes all the way down. Would have enough for icing. And that's waved off last moment, so that'll be collected now by Gamble. Sends that one up ice, trying to spring Webster. That'll be blown down here with 3:10 remaining here in period number one. Chipped off the boards. Picked up Kimball. Turns that one over. That one's going to hit a Wolf. On the inside of the line. So that one will come right back just outside the line. That one ends up in the bench. And instead this time it'll come all the way back in. Shots dead even, 4 apiece. A lot of block shot action. All sorts of shot suppression from all over the ice. Here in the early going as that one's picked up by the Wolves. They'll fire that one in. Picked up in behind the net. Johnstone plays that one across. It's picked up by Lawrence. Annalise Lawrence. It's collected, trying to take it away. Hits off a skate. Folks turns that one over, picked up by Duncan. She'll fire that one cross ice. Played across, walks in, takes a shot there. That one flutters wide. Might have got a stick on that one. About 1:40 to go. That one's played back for Pino. Thomas back for Pino. Works it back, taken away now with the Flames looking to threaten there. No chance given as that one's worked up over the line. Takes it in, a little backhand there, and that one comes free, and that one will be covered up with 1:07 to go in period number 1. It's been close checking. Stick with us the rest of the way here. High Button Sports. We got all the action for you here from Maritime Major Female Hockey League Showcase action. That one's sent down. Little battle here along the hashes. 55 to go. That one's collected. Nelson plays that one across here for Cook. Cook working that one in. Fires that one off the boards. Stays in, and that one comes up to the line and gets out. So play stopped with 41 seconds remaining. But it looks like that one got a member of the bench, so faceoff will come all the way back into the zone. Here out to the left of Aiken. Plays that one up, works it in over the blue line. Trying to cut in, sends it out wide. Battle ensues on the corner, 20 seconds to go. Sends that one back in, less than 10 seconds to go. As we approach towards the end of the first period, it comes free. The Flames looking for the break, but they won't have the chance to as time will expire. End of period number 1. Still no score between the Wolves and the Flames. Shots are 5-4 in favor of the Wolves. We'll be right back for period number 2. You're listening to High Button Sports.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by
Welcome back, everybody. Period number 2 ready to get underway. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Dauphiny Center, St. Mary's University in Halifax, Nova Scotia. The Maritime Major Female Hockey League Showcase action here. I'm Sean Crocker with High Button Sports. Ready to get underway. Period number 2. Still no score. Shots 5-4 in favor of the Wolves to start this one. And we are back underway here as we still await our first goal of the contest as that one gets sent all the way down. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play as Alexa Aiken will cover that one up. And the faceoff will come out to her left. So a good start for the Wolves. A lot of downhill pressure coming in on the Flames. The Flames 1-3 to start the season. And meanwhile, the Wolves still looking for their first win. But a good start for them as they set the tone. That one swung right back around. Picked up, trying to center that one. That one comes free. Battle now forward along the wall. Coming away with it. That one's going to be collected. Here's McPherson. Plays that one across. Picked up by Brooke McGuigan. Sends that one up, and getting a piece of it is Kaylee McNeil, sending that one in deep. Collected. McKinley Dooland has a pair of goals on the season, and she sends that one ahead. That one comes back. Shaylin Waterhouse loses the battle there, and coming free as Borsier blew a tire. But Waterhouse there to back her up. Waterhouse curls back. Little backhand up there. Met with some resistance from Webster. The Wolves just can't hold the line as that one squeaks up and over. So faceoff comes just outside the line. Gamble tries to send that one up off the boards. That one comes free. Trying to send it ahead now. Works it in over the line. She's in. She's free. Pass. They score. A backdoor pass. And it's 1-0 Flames. And my, oh my, what a great passing play there for the Flames. And they break the ice. Just a minute 47 into period number 2. And they have the first lead. They haven't gotten many looks of that quality. But on the first one, they find a way to bury it. And now the Wolves looking for an answer. Chason sends it in deep. So Doolin getting credit for that one on the back door. And Rachel Fulks getting the assist there. So goal number 3 on the year for Doolin. As that one's collected now by the Flames. Collected now, works it back in, up over the blue line. Now center, takes it in, still has it. Breaks free, she's in, she shoots, she misses just wide. As she had an opportunity to double it down and run it back, as that one's going to be sent up the distance. Now a foot race for it, walks in, shoots. Great save, a rebound in front. That one steered away as Yeomans stays equal to the task. Takes it away. That one comes right back out. Collected now by the Flames. Here they come over the line. Summers loses that one. That one's going to be sent down the distance. And will be an icing here. 16:45 to go in period number 2. And the Wolves find themselves trailing after what was a very strong start. But they find themselves behind the 8 ball. Winds up, shoots, and that one's blocked. Rebound in front. A great save by Aiken. Shuts the door. Tried to go 5-hole on that, but Aiken shuts her down. Boursier. Now a skater taken down, and now a power play on the way here for the Flames. They're 0 for 1 as they take the zone there. That one's going to be sent down by Lawrence. Boursier plays it across, up to the line, walks in, shoots, flutters it on, punched aside, comes free, and the Wolves don't get it, takes a shot there, and finally Aiken will cover that one up for good measure. And a tripping call is made. So 0 for 1 on the power play to start. And a face-off here out to the right. And the Flames still looking for their first power play goal of the season. An opportunity comes knocking with a 1-0 lead, and now another penalty on the way, so it's going to be a long, extended 5-on-3 for a minute 45. Finley Black here heading off. Face off out to the right. One back here by the Flames. They have the puck here in the attacking zone. Back to the point. Played across. Sends it down low. Redirected right on. And that one steered aside by Aiken. Lots of space out there. Gives it off to the Hashes. Walks in. Shoots. Just misses high. That one flutters up and around. That one's collected. Sent down the distance here. Now back the other way. It's a 3-on-1 on the 5-on-3. She's in, plays it across there, and couldn't land it on the tape of Claire Polchis. Works it back, sends it down low. That one's collected. Here's Cook. Back up top. Plays it across. Shoots, and that one's blocked. Plays it across now. Looking at the options, 35 seconds to go on that first penalty. Takes a shot, sends it just wide. Race for it as Polchis will collect. Claire Polchis up top, takes a shot. Daigle, rebound in front. Cook can't get a stick on that one. And that one gets sent aside. That's picked up here by the penalty killers, and they'll skate that one out instead of dumping it. Maintaining and killing some time off the clock, but she blows a tire back the other way now. A foot race for it. And that one will be collected. Taken away now here in the corner. Cook for Daigle on the doorstep, a rebound. No one there for it. Throws one right on. Clunks off the outside of the post. And that one comes free. Daigle plays it across here for Kimball. Drops it back. Takes a shot. Tries to fire that one back door. Little backhand there. Aiken has it. It comes free, but the whistle goes. And a successful 5-on-3 penalty kill. As the Wolves stand tall and the Flames still looking for that first power play goal of the season. But they've run that shot count up 13-6 in favor of the Flames. And 9-2 here in the second. Here's Pino, swings that one around. Pino skates that one up to center, firing that one around. Spinning, firing, hits a skate in front, pops right up, and Yeomans almost fooled by that one. But a close call there for the Flames. And a golden opportunity to tie the game. Bounce just didn't go their way. One's picked up here. Works it up over the blue line. Takes a shot, and that one stopped by Aiken. Steered aside. Flipped up all the way down. Foot race for it there is Maya Stevenson. In the thick of the battle for it. Plays it up, back for Gamble. Now back for McGuigan. Plays that one ahead, hits her target on the stride. Walks in, shoots, just misses high. An opportunity there for the Wolves. That one comes away, played back. Works it up over center. Now over the blue line. Sends that one down. Works it in. Into the middle. Takes a shot there. And that one will be covered up with 11:37 to go in period number 2. Fires that one off the boards. Sends that one wide, and that'll be covered up as Yeomans didn't want to take the chance. Face-off will come out to her left. Flames getting the boot from the dot, and to take that one now, Clara Smith. Sends that one down and around in behind the net. Looking to center it out in front. Comes free. A whack at that one. That one comes back to the line. Maddie Richards sends that one down. Drops it back. Richards. Centering pass in front. Takes a carom off the pad. And a funny hop is Richards. That one comes free now in the slot. Couldn't handle it. Spinning, shooting, and that one goes right through the crease. An opportunity just not able to capitalize there as Pino will fire that one in. Back around here for the Flames to collect. Here's Daigle. Backhands it up here. Eason. Waterhouse plays it up. That one's up to the line, works it in. Tries to get that one across, knocked down, delayed offside. Now will be the call here with 9:54 to go. Back underway here as that's one back past the midway mark of period number 2. Fires that off the boards. Comes right back. Takes up. Played ahead and just missed the mark there. Is that foot race for it, but they'll beat out the icing off the side of the net there as they get a chance. Couldn't make the most of it there, but that one's, she's going to try to pass that one up, and Blackyear takes a shot that hits a skate and goes wide. Sending that one ahead, up over center. Now over the blue line. Here they come. She walks in, she shoots, and that one stopped by Aiken. Point blank on McKinley Dooland. Looking for number 2 on the day. Just can't seem to capitalize there. Sends that one down. Maria McPherson gives that one off for McNeil. Here comes McNeil, works it in over the line. Skates that one up and hits a leg and goes wide. Govan turns that one over, walks in, takes a shot, and that one's going to be scooped up and covered on up by Yeomans. And she'll have a face-off out to the left. Flames lead at 1-0. But ever since that goal, the Wolves have closed the gap in the shot category, and they're really pushing for that equalizer. But here come the Flames looking to buy some insurance. That one comes free. Kimball plays that one across here for Daigle. Drops it back. Here's Kimball. Plays that one free, works it down. In the corner, looking to center it in the slot. Takes a shot there. That one's blocked. She gets it right back, and that one comes free. Can't pull the trigger. There is that one shot right on. And flashing the leather is Austin Yeomans. Face off here out to the right. Shots 14-11 now for the Flames. Passing that one up. Comes right back. Here's Waterhouse. Sends that one down, and that one's going to be covered up. Face off here now out to the right of Aiken. Swings that one up the boards and out. Here's Waterhouse. Comes back up to the line, held in. Little chop at it there by Black here trying to win it back, and no one there for it. As Maggie Gamble collects, passes that one ahead, plays it across, works it in over the line. Waterhouse, first one back to it. Boursier. Loses the battle there, but she's got teammates there to back her up as that's picked up by Johnstone. Couldn't get that one up to the line, but on the second chance it does get out. So Gamble back to collect. Black here. Plays it up, and Duncan got a stick on that one, and Waterhouse will go back to play it. Off the back wall, and that one comes free. Waterhouse rings it around the boards. Picked up by Duncan. Played up, now here's Dooland. Dooland works it in over the line. No one there for it as it gets steered aside. Sent right back around, and a smart play to ring it here for Brooke McGuigan. Takes a chop at that, Duncan. Overskates it, and that one comes back the other way. Skating with it now. Here's Cook. Takes a shot there in the slot. Couldn't get the shot off there as Lily Nelson. Fans on that. Sanders out in front. They score. A shot in front. And the Flames lead 2-0. Plunks off the outside of the post and finds its way through as Aiken got across, just not quick enough. And it's now a 2-0 Flames lead. Firing that one, and that one goes up out of play. So 4:40 to go in the period. And a 2-0 Flames advantage. Here at the female U18 showcase. Picked up, takes a shot, sends that one wide. Passes that one up and comes right back, fires it off the boards. So Claire Polchis, the shot from the side of the net, finds its way through. And it was just an errant shot. Got a piece of the post and finds its way to the back of the net. Doesn't matter how it crosses the line, as Aiken will glove that one down. Here with 4:07 to go. And a face-off here out to the left. Comes free, Daigle plays that one ahead. Sends it all the way down. Kimball. Works it back now, Johnstone. Johnstone plays it across. One's going to come all the way back. Takes a shot there, and Aiken sharp on that. Got a really good read, and she'll get the stop, make the coverage. 3:19 to go here in the second. Fundy Kraken taking on the Northern Selects in the next slot up. Back up top, takes a shot, sends that one wide, almost pops out in front, trying to jam that one. And Aiken will cover it up with 3:09 to go. Face off out to the right. And McNeil will get the boot from the dot, and that one's going to be one back. And works it back in, up over the line, trying to cut in. Walks in, shoots, short side, and that one stopped. And there was a little bit of daylight. Puck sitting in the equipment. That one had a chance to find its way through in a very obscure way. But ultimately shutting the door. McGuigan shoots from the point. That one's gloved and sent wide. Up top, takes a shot there. That one steered aside, and that one will be taken back. Sends that one up all the way down, a foot race for it, and it won't have enough for icing. That one's collected here by Lawrence. Comes free. Here comes Stevenson. Works it in over the blue line. Takes a shot and glove down. And covered up here with 2:02 remaining in the second. Wolves just looking for one to get back in it. Walks in, shoots, and had free rein to the net. Took a shot from the top of the circle, and it gets steered aside. Out in front in the slot there. And Mills couldn't get a stick on that one. That one's back the other way now. 90 seconds to go. Up to the line, not out. Dooland. Back up, takes a shot there. That one's blocked. A rebound in front, spinning, shooting, and Aiken making the stop through a flurry of traffic. Fires that one off the boards. Sends that one back. Black here. Back in, passed up, played across. Works it back down, drops it in, trying to spin through. Up over center. Well, backhand in. Fires that one off. A body in front as Duncan got in the way. That one's going to be sent back in. 15 seconds to go. Wolves looking for a quick breakout here. As that one gets fired off the boards. Up to the line and out. Here's Summers. 5 seconds left. Up over the line and now a penalty on the way to the Wolves with 3.9 to go. And with speed coming through the neutral zone, you force them to make a play. And that play results in a 2-minute power play that'll likely spill over to start in the third period. Face off one back. Picked up, winds up, shoots. That one's blocked, and that will do it. End of period number 2. Flames jump out to a 2-0 lead. Shots are 19-15 in favor of the Flames. And they start the third period with 1:57 on the power play. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Dauphin Center, the Maritime Major Female Hockey League showcase here from St. Mary's University. You're listening to High Button Sports. We'll be right back for period number 3.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Welcome back, everybody. Period number 3, ready to get underway here. Maritime Major Female Hockey League action from the showcase here at Dauphiny Center here at St. Mary's University, Halifax. You're listening to High Button Sports. I'm Sean Crocker here today. And the Flames jumped out to a 2-0 lead with a goal early and one late. As they take a shot there, and Aiken might have got a piece of it with the blocker. Drops it back, leans into one, sends that one up high. That one had a chance if it was on goal, and that one sent back. Collected spinning and shooting, and that one's blocked. Chops it down, out in front on the doorstep, off the outside of the net. Then that one gets steered away. Picked up and hit by the stick of a Flames player, and that one goes down, and the Wolves will touch that one up here. They'll get a change in, but they won't take the whistle, as that one's collected now, and the Flames looking to break it out. Fulks plays that one ahead. Up over the line, cuts to the outside. Still with that power play for another 40 seconds as that one gets sent down the distance. Back over center, over the blue line, down the distance. Works that one back. Polchi sends it in, and that one's out in front. One's picked up there. Comes back. Polchi's. Works that one up over center. Now over the blue line, trying to walk in. That one's off the boards and down the ice, and that will do it here for the penalty kill. As that one's passed up now, Lawrence works that one up over the line. Waterhouse will send that one down low, trying to center that one. That one comes free up to the line and out. They'll have a chance to regroup. Waterhouse just misses that one. That one's going to come all the way back. Trying to pass that one ahead. That one comes back. Collected by Boursier. Boursier plays that one up. Trying to cut to the outside there was Smith as she picks it up, and that one's going to be taken away. Cuts right back now. Picked up. Here comes Smith once again over the blue line. Smith drops it back for Cook, and Kate Cook couldn't handle it. Works it down. Cook taken down. That one's rung around the boards. Picked up, and that one comes right back. Here's Daigle, works it in over the line, and that one comes up over, so they lose possession on that. That one fired up and down the distance, but they'll get an offensive zone faceoff as that one goes down the distance for icing here with 16:35 remaining in the third period. A 2-0 Flames lead. And fresh off a power play, it seems like they got a lot of momentum. McNeil in to take the face-off. The Flames will win it back, and that one comes out of the zone. Sends it back, and that one's blown down for the offside. Face off just outside the line. Battle ensues and the Flames come away with it. Waterhouse chasing that one, and that one goes all the way down the distance. Folks sends that one around. Collected here by the Wolves, just trying to get that one up and out, but it's going to be stopped up by Daigle, but they'll have to regroup. Sending that one in. All the way down the distance, and a foot race, and they'll beat out the icing. So a few of those, and trying to take advantage of that. As that one's fired up to the line and out. She takes a hard fall into the boards. That one's going to be collected here by Webster. Webster up, and that one hits a stick. That one's chipped ahead now. Here they come. Here's an opportunity. Cuts in, takes a shot. And an opportunity there for Mills. Couldn't get a shot on goal. One's back the other way, chipped ahead. Working that one down, picked up here by Pino. Little backhand. That one comes all the way back. Fires it off the boards, down the ice. A foot race for it, but that one will be icing as she was just not quite over the line. And that one's going to come all the way back down to the Flame zone. So an offensive zone draw for the Wolves. Boursier. Tries to center it out in front now, a battle for it, and Boursier will collect. Work it back, chips it down. Works it in, tries to get a shot off there. That one's stifled. Comes away here for Smith. Digging for it, trying to center it out there, and Smith will collect. And that one's going to come right back. Here comes Smith, works it up over center. Up over the blue line, will fire that one around. That one's picked up here by Gamble. Gamble sends that one up. That one's going to be sent down the distance, and getting off the ice just in time was Smith. Want to avoid that too many skaters penalty as Dag. Dogging McGuigan, but McGuigan carries it, fires that one, and that's a toe save as that one clunks wide. Out in front, trying to wrap it around in a battle for it there, and it almost slides, but it'll be covered on up by Austin Yeomans. And an opportunity for the Wolves coming up short. Trailing by a pair. Back up top. McPherson shot right on, almost got a redirection in front, but it doesn't get through to the net as that one's chipped up off the boards. That one comes back the other way now. Here's Dooland. Little backhand all the way down. As that one's collected. Plays it in the middle, picked up. Little backhand. Works it in, takes a shot. That one's steered aside. Works it down low. Webster swings it around. In the corner, back up top. Pino gets a skate on that one. Swings it around, looking to center it out in front. Almost got a stick on that one. Comes back up top. A little backhand into the middle. And that one gets taken away. Swatted down by Stevenson. Sends that one in. That one's going to be covered up. 12-11 to go. And they've closed the gap on the shot column. But they still haven't been able to solve Yeomans. 19-18 shots for the Flames. And it was that flurry of shots in the second that was led off with that backdoor pass. Trying to pass that one up, and that one's back the other way. Collected, fired off the boards. Chason plays that one across, picked up by Gamble. Gamble walks in, but that one's going to be offside. With 11:47 to go. We're listening to High Button Sports here from the Dauphiny Center. Maritime Major Female Hockey League Showcase. We got action for you top to bottom all weekend. Meaningful games on the line here. Black here. Gives that one off. Mills. Down for Chason. Plays that one. Gamble with a shot from the point. Flutters on. A rebound in front. It comes loose. But the whistle goes. And now a bit of a skirmish after the whistle. Someone's getting called for a slash. That's going to be one from the Flames. So they're going to even them up. So we're going to have some 5-on-5 hockey still yet. So a slash and a cross-check on the play. But interesting moment as the Wolves came so close to finally finding their way onto the scoreboard. As that one's going to be collected. Fired up, and that one's going to be sent down. Not quite over the line, so that'll be an icing. That one will come right back, and it's been a game of inches here for the Wolves, just missing a few moments ago on a toe save. Then right there, puck comes loose, whistle already gone, and an opportunity down the drain as a result. Picked up now, back the other way. It's a 2-on-1, walks in, shoots, and that one steered aside. Folks plays that one up here for Dag. Dag drops it back. Johnstone tried to get a stick on that one. Now it's an opportunity the other way off the rush, and that one gets broken up. Mally Kimbald with the big stop there. Flips that one up off the glass down the ice. And that'll once again be an icing. So some unforced errors from the Western Flames. But that one will come down for an icing. Now that's a timeout there. Chance to give their skaters a rest as the Flames have been out there for a while, a little over a minute. So just using this opportunity to catch a breath. But it's 2-0, and now the Wolves ahead in the shot column. And the faceoff will come out to the left of Yeomans. Two to nothing with 10:24 to go. That one comes back. Pino plays it across. Picks it up, sends it back. They almost get that one out, and they still can't get that line change in. Takes a shot there, flutters on, a rebound in front. Can't get a stick on that. And collecting that one was Folks as they'll play that one ahead. Johnstone gets it in deep. And finally, at long last, they get the change. With less than 10 minutes to go, played across. Chips that one off the boards. That one comes away. Looking to center it. A little backhand on the doorstep. No one there for it. That one gets flipped up. Out to the line, but not out. Picked up. That one comes back around. That one sent up off the boards, down the distance here, but collected by the Wolves. Now a penalty on the way, and that one looks like it's going to be charged to the Wolves. A tripping call, a result of relentless pressure from the forechecker. And with 8:41 to go, the Flames have a chance to add on to that lead. Played across, Boursier. Works that one down low, back up top. Sends it back. Back up. So 2 minutes for tripping. A shot right on there, and that one's going to be steered aside. And almost taken back up over, but instead it's going to be swung back. Back in below the goal. Up top. Shot from the point, redirected on. Not sure she got a stick on that one, but that one's reeled in nonetheless by Alexa Aiken, who's been rock solid. Outside of those 2 goals, not much you can do on those ones. That one sent down the distance. That'll be collected now and played off by Yeomans. In behind the net. Drops it back. Claire Boursier. It's picked up here by Lawrence. Lawrence works that one up. Here comes Johnstone. Off the boards, Boursier. Takes a shot, flutters on, goes in behind the net. Picked up by Lawrence. 45 seconds remaining on the power play. Lawrence takes a shot, and Aiken tracks that one all the way through. And she makes the stop here with 41 seconds to go on the power play. With a face-off here out to the right. Shot blocked. Works it down. Cook. Sends that all the way down, so that brings the penalty kill down to 20 seconds to go. Works it back now. It's collected. Up over center, over the blue line. Cuts to the outside. Time expires. Approaching 6.5 to go. Still a 2-0 Flames lead. Picked up here by Cook. Works it in front and almost got a stick on that one for the redirection tap in. Just not quite able as that one's fired up off the boards. That one comes free. Cuts to the outside. Trying to center it. Comes free. Backhand, and that one's going to be steered aside by Aiken. With 6:08 remaining, she makes the stop and keeps this one a 2-goal game. But a power play slowing up that momentum that the Wolves had accrued throughout the period. Waterhouse sends that one down low. That one's going to be collected. Here's McNeil, works it up. Over the blue line, takes it in. That one's collected. Summers can't hold the line. That one comes right back. Thomas. That one swung right back around. Smith. Picked up Boursier. Swings that one around. Approaching 5 minutes to go. As Waterhouse plays it in behind. Happy to let seconds run off the clock. Now digging for it in the corner, back up top. Pino fires that one off the boards. Starting to dwindle here as that one's sent down low. Wolves looking for an answer. Spinning, drops it back. Spun into the middle. Tries to get a shot off there. Pino sends that one wide. Little pass in front. No one there for it. Works it back over center. Little backhand in. So a good shift, but a little bit of pushback. Net is empty. 6 attackers out there for the Wolves. Sending that one in deep. They'll have a chance to regroup in. Still 3.5 to go. So that one's picked up. Here's Thomas. Works it in over the line. Thomas gets jammed up and pinned as that one's going to hit a stick, go all the way down, and not quite on the mark. As Gamble passes that one up. Into the middle, picked up just out of the reach of Stevenson. That one comes away down the ice, and a great goal line save. Keeps them in it. And an excellent effort from Maggie Gamble to keep this game within reach. They're struggling to gain traction as that one's going to be sent up, and that one's going to be sent right back. Sent up now over center, picked up by Webster, cuts to the outside. Webster can't hold the zone as that one gets fired off the boards, and it comes right back out. McGuigan plays that one across over the line. McNeil drops it back for Stevenson. Stevenson, a backhand in front, no one there for it as that one stymied by Yeomans, and that one gets sent down the distance all the way down, and it'll be enough to get it down the distance for no icing. That one's passed ahead. Here's McNeil. Spinning and firing, but Wilson got a stick on that one in the lane. That one's passed ahead just out of the reach of the attacker. Minute 50 to go. That one's fluttered right on. Up off the boards. Folks tries to get it in deep, but McGuigan swings that one around the boards. Knocked down. Wolves wanted a hand pass. Not going to get it, though. It's back the other way now. 90 seconds remaining. Duncan throws that one ahead. Got a stick on it. Chase on. Sends that one down, and that one is on the mark. And an empty net goal makes it 3-0 for the Flames. As the Wolves had all sorts of trouble taking the zone. A great stand made by the Flames there. And they now lead 3-0. Backhands it up. Works it up over center. Now over the blue line. Fires it off the boards. There's Black here. Up for Dooland. Dooland sends that one in, but that one's going to be picked up. Back the other way. Played across and up over center. Now over the blue line. .20 seconds to go now. That one swung back around. Boursier. That one comes up to the line. Flutters on. That hits a body on the way through. And Degg making the block there with her hand. A little bit of discomfort as that one hits, and that one's flipped up in the bench out of play with 7 seconds remaining in this one. Faceoff comes just outside the line. And that one comes free. Time slowly winding down, and that will do it. It's going to be a 20-save shutout pitched by Austin Yeomans, leading the Flames to a 3-0 win here at the Dauphiny Center, recording their second win of the season, and they improved to 2-3, and they'll have plenty of opportunity to add more to that this weekend. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Maritime Major Female Hockey League Showcase, Dauphiny Center here at St. Mary's University, Halifax. I'm Sean Crocker with High Button Sports. Thanks for tuning in. Stick with us for more action top to bottom the rest of the way.